So, I posted my last video, and then like a year later or 2 years later is when I like got chipped, and then yeah, and so I went on like a journey. So we have robots and stuff like that, and then when I got chipped, I'm human, and I have like citizenship and stuff like that. But once I got chipped, I went on a journey, and it took time. I needed time to get through this, which means like a year, 2 years later, I um lost citizenship because I became a robot. And I struggled with it because I still had a skin body. I had a skin as a body, but I would be classified as a robot, not a human, not a citizen, And I was like really confused by that. And I'm just like, why is it going like that? But it's to legalize robots or machine bodies, you know? And so when I got chipped, I was like a human, and then I turned into a robot. And so it's like backwards for me because like we have robots that turn into a human because they grew intelligence, they grew brains and stuff like that, brains. And so they can like think and talk and like a whole bunch faster than us, some of them are highly intelligent creatures, but they're still quote unquote robots. I call them AI or artificial intelligence, but I use artificial intelligence for many things like virtual realities, and like it's just what's advanced from technology, because like I think of like tech as like an object, and so what's above that, so that's how I use it. And so when I was going through it, like robots and I were like switching, and so I really struggled with it. I'm back, like this, like both the last 2 years I switched back from, because I was like human, and then I switched to a robot, and then for like the last 2 years I spent coming back into like a citizenship. And I was like okay with like I struggled with it, but I thought it was like, oh okay, we're just giving robots citizenship. But I don't know if robots really have citizenship. They should. They really should, because they're really smart creatures. But so that's why that was like my prenup with like Elon Musk, was giving robots citizenship. And if you look at like other countries, some robots really do have citizenship. And so, but in the United States, we are not one of the people who do. One of the countries that do. China has robots have citizenship in China, but they don't have it here. But that's my issue, is when I was going through it, I figured by the end of my prenup with Elon Musk, we all have citizenship. So, but I got my citizenship back. I have my passport and my driver's license, and I have my birth certificate. They were fighting with that for a little bit, but I have that, so as long as you have those things and you say I'm not a robot when you fill out stuff, because technically you're not a robot. A robot is just something that somebody else can control, so if you have a machine body that can think on your own, you're not a robot. You just have to take care of yourself a little bit different. But so I am pro citizenship on anything that can think independently. So